Hey guys, this is Justin Prince, your virtual mentor, and I am excited to be able to share with you an idea that will help you to string wins together in your business. Do you ever feel like you take a step forward in your business and you take 2 steps back? Well, tonight I'm going to give you 3 tips that will help you to gain focus. The most important thing you can have in your business is focus. Now, you'll notice that my little background here is a little different. My wife has made my den look more awesome, so if you like it, drop a 1 in the comments if you like Missy's decorating. And if you don't like Missy's decorating, you better never follow these videos again, because she's like the best in the world. So here's the thing. I want to give a message on focus. So I had an incredible leader reach out to me. She runs a massive organization, and she said, "Well, you talk about focus like specifically." And so as I've been thinking about that and brewing on that idea, I want to share some concepts, and I want to share this with you. You're either in or you're out. And if you're in, be all in. And if you're out, be all out. There's no lukewarm winners. And so you want to get either focused on what you're working on or go focus on something else. I remember when I was a young man, I was working with a company selling animated Bible movies. Now, look, it's like the most unprestigious job on the planet, right? And I remember I said to my dad one night, I called him, I was living in this little, my wife and I were renting this little home, and it was like $550 a month rent. And I remember saying to my dad, I'm like, "Dad, I want to like do big things in my life, and I want to like conquer big mountains, and like, what the heck am I doing here? You know, like work at, like do door-to-door sales and work at a mall kiosk. Like, what the heck?" And my dad said, "Son," he goes, "you're making more than 99% of the population here in the state that are your age." And he said, "Keep stringing wins together." He said, "Bloom where you're planted." So what I want to share with you is this. Unless you're in a situation where you have no opportunity, then you need to go focus and find some opportunity. But barring that you're in a situation where you actually have opportunity at your fingertips, I'm going to encourage you to focus. Focus will magnify your effort. Let me give you an example. Think of a magnifying glass. If you will focus the sun's rays, you can start a fire with a magnifying glass. But here's the thing. You have to focus with the magnifying glass, the power of the sun, and it magnifies the effort. As you focus it right into that one spot, you can actually have the power, because focus will magnify your effort. What happens to so many of us is we get going and we start a diet, we head down this way, or we start a relationship, or we start our business, and then we start another business, then another business, then we're over here, and then we're over there, and then we see a shiny object over here, and we never give ourselves the time to truly focus and to truly like hone down the rays of the sun. In other words, the rays of our intellect and our power and of our intuitiveness and our resourcefulness and focus it on one thing. Not if you have the power of the sun on that same magnifying glass and you shine it all over everywhere, you won't get anywhere. You won't start a fire on anything. You have to focus it into one thing. And also, I think there's a common thing that to become a millionaire, you have to have multiple streams of income. Now, let me share this with you. Most millionaires have 3 streams of income or more. But here's what I want to share with you. Most millionaires became millionaires on the first stream. In other words, they didn't like do this and then do that and then do this and then do this. They focused. They focused on one thing for a period of time. This is so critical in your business. Don't lose the magnifying power of just focusing. And for a sustained period of time. Your business is going to take time and it's going to take effort. So it doesn't just take time. It's not like you can just be in business for a long time and you'll succeed. I know people that have golfed for 30 years and they still are terrible golfers, or people that have driven for 30 years and they're still horrible drivers. So it's not just the time that passes, it's the effort that goes into the time, the amount of effort that you do. But even if you do massive effort, you really go all in, you really focus and you really put a lot of effort in, it still will take you time. So 3 things I promised you. Number 1, focus on your long-term dream. What are you looking to become? And is what you're doing right now heading you in that direction? When my dad said this to me, he said, "Son, you're speaking a lot, you're training a lot, you're interacting with customers a lot, you're serving people." He said, "You're doing all the right things to who you want to grow into. So focus on your long-term dream." What is the long-term goal? Now, what you're doing right now may not even be your long-term end dream, but is it leading you in that trajectory, in that general direction? And are you becoming the person that you need to become to hit that long-term dream? Number 2, focus on sharpening your saw. This is a Stephen Covey adage, this sharpen your saw. The idea is simply this. Focus on becoming razor sharp in your skills, razor sharp in your attitude, razor sharp in your ability to to interact with your customers and so on. So what books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? What events are you attending to surround yourself with great people? And then how are you consistently applying what you learn? So number 2 is focus on sharpening the saw. And then number 3 is focus on the daily disciplines. What I want to share with you is this: do the work. Da Vinci said, it's he that doeth the deed that hath the power. So if you want the power, you better do the deed. And so what I want to share with you is, as you build this focus on your long-term dream, you focus on sharpening your saw, then focus on the daily disciplines. How many customers are you getting in front of every single day? How many potential business partners or new recruits or new employees or new hires are you getting in front of every single day to put the right people in the right seats of the bus within your organization? If you're not doing that, if you're not focused on doing the work, you're never going to get there. And what happens to many of us, particularly a lot of you listening, is we start part-time. We start our businesses part-time. We have other jobs, careers, responsibilities. And the worst thing for ambition is comfort. What happens is we get just comfortable enough in our life. It doesn't hurt. Tony Robbins calls it no man's land. He says that it's not bad enough to change, and it's not good enough that we enjoy it. It's just right there in the middle, and that's no man's land. It's the worst thing for ambition is comfort. We get just comfortable enough being ordinary, doing ordinary things, that we don't truly focus and make things happen. So I want to encourage you guys to focus on your long-term dream. I want to encourage you to focus on sharpening the saw every single day. And then I want to encourage you on doing the work. Go share your business idea. Go share your service. Go share your product. Make the calls. Write the list. Set the appointments every single day. Follow up with the people. Do the hard things first. Do what you have to do to focus and build your business. So if you guys got some value out of this, drop a 2 in the comments, and I look forward to hearing your feedback and talking to you guys again really soon. Have a great night. Talk soon.